back to the channel. It's been a minute since I've posted some stuff, but it's a really beautiful day out here in Michigan. So I met up with a couple buddies of mine, played a quick little round, and I'm out here film a little casual round on the Lakeshore Woods course. Lakeshore is in Ypsilanti, Michigan. It used to be an old ball golf course, so for the most part the pond side is very open, pretty flat. Woods course is a little tighter. There's a bunch of tree line that was obviously cut into, so hence the woods. Hopefully we have a good round. Putting's been a little off today. Haven't had a whole lot of time to play, so whatever. The sun is shining. It's like 40 degrees, which if you're from the Midwest, you know darn well that's a good day. So we're gonna have a good time golfing. Here we go. Hole 1 is 430 feet. It is straight away right into these pines. Basket is right about there. Wind is actually down right now, which is kind of unusual for Lakeshore, but it does typically get pretty windy. So yeah, here we go. Hole 2 is a little over 500 feet. It is actually right back over this way, so it plays over the hill between the two sets of trees there, right there. Usually if there's a tailwind on here, it's a pretty good go. I actually have no wind right now, so we'll see how it happens. Fortunately, came up a little shorter than I would like. We're going to try to go over the tree a little bit. As you've noticed by now, I'm trying something a little different. Normally I do a voiceover commentary. I'm decided I think I'm just going to do this kind of as we go. Try something new. This is actually my second or third round now with this kind of weather, so it's taking a little getting used to in terms of how the cold air affects flight and stuff like that, being a little bundled up. Got a couple layers on. Also, the discs that I'm throwing, I have not thrown since basically last year. I have a pink bag that I swap in then when it gets to fall weather and just outside of winter then, so I'm not losing stuff in leaves or in snow. So while I know the discs and they're all stuff that I throw in my normal bag, it's not something I'm normally used to. They do fly a little bit different, obviously, than the ones I use all season long. So that's kind of what I've seen in the last couple holes, where it's just not the same flight, a little bit shorter than normal. So whatever. Hole 3, little ace runner. There is OB in the bunkers. So these tree bunkers here are all out of bounds. Basket's pretty much straight ahead. Let's give her a run. Lucid Justice. Ooh. Ooh. Hole 4 is a 530-foot par 4. The basket is located into the tree line. As you can see, the little gap in there with the sun shining. Typically, I got actually a pretty favorable wind right now. It's a little bit right to left over the shoulder. You want to land more left than right. This way it gives you a better angle inside to get to the green. So we're going to go Goldline Ballista Pro. Oh no. Oh, bummer. All right, unfortunately, held onto that angle a little too long. I'm pretty pinched off on this right-hand side. Not sure if I'll go forehand and try to skip it in. Criminal or a Pioneer, or I do have Retro Mercy then for a turnover. So we'll see what it looks like when I get there. Unfortunately, my shot, I didn't swing it high enough, and it didn't hold the turn quite long enough to what I really wanted, but I do have a look at the birdie 3, so here goes now. Hole 5, 450-foot par 4. It is pretty tight off the tee, snakes to your right, and then snakes back to your left. So the goal is to get past the short pad and this bunker of tree over here, then on a soft turn and kind of pan yourself out. You don't want to be too far right or too far left. You can do a forehand turnover, but you want to kind of be square in the middle. I actually like the forehand play on this, so we're going to go forehand with a Lucid Justice. Or, Verdict, sorry. Wrist roll. Well, birdie is most definitely out of the question. Par is not unachievable. I just made it really, really hard on myself. So, we have a backhand turnover shot. Goldline fuses. That's not good. So right now you're on the short pad. You see the fairway goes out, bends to the left. The goal is to get around this tree on the inside, get around those trees on the outside. I'm stuck over in the rough here, so it's going to be kind of a Hail Mary. I'm going to throw my fuse again, see if I can't get a forehand turnover out. Not too bad. Probably not going to be able to save par, but should limit it to just a bogey. against it, probably should have thrown it. This is a feature that is prominent on both ponds and woods. Getting inside the circle and just having a bunch of small trees blocking things it's something that the course designer loves, so you just gotta deal with it. Hole 6, 230 feet. It is straight away, and the tree that you see on the left hand side then that's in shadow, it's tucked up a small mound just past that. Typically like to go with my Cenis SP only for 2 reasons. 1, it's soft, so it's going to hit and sit. 2, if it does hit a tree, it's not flying off big time somewhere. Oh, and I hit the tree. That's right, it'll be a look, somewhat. Like I said, just one of those things that happens with this course designer. 2 major blockers, 5 feet away from the basket. You got a 3rd one on the backhand side. Tricky birdie putt. Whew, barely. All right, so that was a nice little bounce back. Hole 7, 310 feet. Goes straight out, hooks into the left. You want to get inside this big tree here. Otherwise, if you're swinging too far out, you're going to get caught by it. You want to hopefully get a skip because there's a bunch of small trees on your way to the green. Sounded clean. Opto Pioneer, hopefully for the win. I didn't get through cleanly. Unfortunately, I got stopped by this. Not sure what I would have been looking at otherwise, but it's still a putt. Probably about 40 feet, 45. Hole 8 is a 2 basket position hole. It's 270 feet par 3, or it is a 405 foot par 4. It is in short position today, so it's essentially a hyzer flip soft along the right hand side where you just gently fade in, hopefully beating the last wall of bunker trees. We're going to go Moonshine Mercy. No way. I think that just went in. I think it just went in. All right, so we're halfway down. There's tee pads back there, halfway down the hole. I can't see whether or not it's in just yet. Oh, it's in. Oh my gosh. That's actually only the second ace of mine that's been on film. That's so sweet. Look at that. Woohoo! Hole in one, baby. Moonshine Mercy. Love it. Opto striker. Don't hit my head. All right, so I can't hit my head because I came up short, but oh well. To back par fives. Sorry I went radio silence there for a little bit, but I was pretty excited about the ace, so I was kind of just chilling. Straight down all this cut, hooks in hard right, down towards the end. We got one birdie on a par five. Let's see if we can't get this one too. We're in the fairway. It's not going to be the best footing, but birdie is not yet out of the equation. We're going to try to get ourselves way down there and possibly on the left-hand side of that telephone pole. Took kind of a weird skip, but I am on the left side of the pole and I am in front of the pole, so hopefully it's a good setup. I wound up in not too bad of a position. I think I'm going to go backhand with a small turnover, so we're going to go with that gold line fuse. It's tucked pretty far back, right through here, and up a small mound. There's probably about 6 different trees that are guardians. Bad bogey to take. All right, just a little 235 foot par 3 here on hole 12. I normally go backhand with a slightly understable putter, as the basket is on this right hand side, like right there. But we're going something different. I'm going to try Opto Trident and a little forehand. worst spot to be. I've been on that right side before. There's ways out. See if we can get the birdie. Hole 13 is like, I don't even know where the sign wound up. Maybe 180, maybe 200 feet, dead straight. You kind of got to pick your poison on which side of the tree you're going on. Usually the two that I throw is either a Retro Mercy along the right side, or my Cenis SP on the left side, and like a little flex. Let's go right side. Or we misfire and go on the left side and get to Lake Circle's edge. I guess that works too. Better if we mess up so well that it slides through everything and winds up inside the circle at like 22 feet. Hey, birdie's a birdie, right? And hole 15, 520 foot, kind of a tweener. Plays pretty much like a par 4, like a 2-shot hole. You are going slightly uphill most of the way, with a really good solid tailwind. There's some guys that could probably get to like that 40-foot range. Got a pretty favorable wind right now in that it's actually just not blowing, so we're gonna unload. I'm happy with it. You can see the basket, probably about 100 out or so. It is basically dead straight, going into like the sunspot in between the break of the two sets of trees. I'm gonna try to run it. I can't run aces. Hole 15. I think I might have called the last hole 15. It was 14. This is 15. There's 2 plays. You can either forehand yourself onto the left side and skip into like what is an actual like tunnel, or you try to crash the right side and hope to get through. It's pretty well protected on any other spot, but like 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. That's about it. Any other spot on there and you're pretty much stuck with a really tough putt. The right side is actually a lot more open right now, so backhand probably is a good play, but my forehand's been kind of shaky today, so we're going to try forehand just to force it. Oh, that was no good. Sawed off, no power, short, and I am in the worst spot. Pretty much the worst spot I could have put myself in. like maybe 10 feet to the right, I would have had a better look. Actually put some power on it like I'm supposed to, I'd be just sitting just fine. So we got a super tight window to try to get that birdie. Damn it. Hit all the gaps I needed to, but not quite the right line. This one's a little tricky. Hole 16, 610 foot, par 4, slightly uphill. Once again, I'm lucky that there is absolutely no wind going on out here. So as long as I can get myself in the middle to even slightly left, I'm sitting good. A little bit on the right side, but I'll take it. Actually a pretty decent spot. The two weed berms that you see are actually both labeled as out of bounds. They don't really come into play on the long basket or the long pad. They do on the short, but if you kind of fluff your second shot here, it could get a little squirrely from you and wind up out of bounds. So hole 17, it's only 300 feet. It's pretty much straight from where we're standing right now. It's a tricky 300 feet though. The white stake and the pine tree, that whole weeded area right there is out of bounds. So you can go forehand over that, you can go turnover over that, you can go hyzer around the pine tree. You just got to be at least pushing it forward enough. Normally I would go backhand, but we're going to give that forehand another shot today. See if it can work out. A little too far. Here we are, hole 18. Basket is straight away past a little shrub that's down there in the middle of the fairway. A few different ways you can attack this. You can go forehand on the left-hand side. You can go backhand on the right-hand side, skip shot. You can go straight at it, right up the gut. We're going to go forehand again, see if it can work out. Well, bummer, it doesn't look like I got a skip, so I'm going to be short. Well, I guess that's why I didn't see the skip, because there wasn't a skip, and I'm parked. I hit the backside of this hill and just kind of scuttled right up to this. Easy peasy, tap in, par. Wow. Easy breezy, tap in birdie. see if we can get fancy with it. So, thanks for following me along on my round today. I appreciate you guys always, evermore. If you like what you see and you like my silly face putting out videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button so you can get notifications on when I'm out here doing this kind of stuff. Alright? You guys have fun. Take care. Grow well.